Hi, hello, I'm Janki. Welcome back to my channel, and today we'll talk about some books that emotionally destroyed me, by which I mean they emotionally destroyed me. Nothing much, nothing less. All these books that I've compiled for this video are general fiction or historical fiction, and I'm not including fantasy into this list, just so that people who want to read only fiction, general fiction, they can read it. So all these books can also be recommendations for those who are readers like me, who like to be emotionally destroyed, who like to sob, yell while reading such books. You are at the right place. And so without any further ado, let us just begin. Very dear subscribers who have been with me for a long time now know that I can't go about this video without mentioning my favorite author whose books are just devastating emotionally, and that's Kristen Hannah. I don't even remember how many times have I recommended this author to you in my videos, and I can't stop doing that because it's never enough. Like, you need to read at least one Kristen Hannah book. And the one that I'll recommend is obviously The Nightingale, but really her books. So I have with me The Nightingale, then we have The Great Alone, and then we have True Colors. All these three books are the ones that I've read from her, and all these three books are devastating emotionally in some or the other ways, because if we have emotion in one video and we don't have Kristen Hannah with it, the video is incomplete. So yes, pick up any of her books. And I haven't read the other three that I have with me right now, but I'm sure it has some elements of emotional destruction. So yes, do read these if you want to sob. Just a little premise if you want. The Nightingale is historical fiction set during World War II France. The Great Alone is also historical fiction set in Alaska. So do read it if you like to read about new places and exotic new places and Alaska. And True Colors, there's nothing distinctive about this book. Oh yes, although the setting is different, but it again follows female characters, sisters mostly, and their stories. And all these books have female main characters. And another reason for you to pick it up, tearjerkers. They are real tearjerkers. I don't know how many books I have in this video, but 3 of them are Kristen Hannah. Why do I even make a list? Another book that was... So I did not expect this book to be so emotional, because it being a thriller. Thrillers, I don't think they are mostly that emotional, but this book, The Good Daughter by Karen Slaughter, this is such a good book. If you want to read a thriller, if you want to look into this amazing bittersweet bond of sisters, sisters who aren't talking to one another for years, and how they come together when the situation calls them to, and it's epic. The purpose of this video, which is tearjerker, the relationship of these two sisters, and all that happened with them, everything at some other point, you'll, if not sob, you'll have wet eyes. So you know what I mean. It's really good. Do read this book. It's very good. Another book. Now this book is kind of an anomaly, because in this book we do have many trigger warnings. We have emotionally disturbing things going on. But it wasn't a book in which I cried or sobbed or yelled, something like that. But this book made me miserable in ways that I was shocked. I was in such a state of numbness that I had no idea how to react to what I was reading. And that book is none other than A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. And those who have read this book will definitely agree with me when I say that it's not a book that everyone should read, and I do not recommend this book. Okay, a little change here. I'm recommending the previous 4 books that I just told, but I'm not recommending this to anyone, because I don't like, not anyone, but people who want to read it will read it irrespective of whether I say yes or no. But do read it with a knowledge beforehand that it has many delicate issues and themes going on. So A Little Life is the epitome of emotional devastation of the main character. It's not emotional devastation for the readers as was the case with the previous 4 books. Like, yes, the main characters suffered, but like the real suffering I got to know with this book. The other book that got me into sobbing is A Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. And it's a pretty common book. Everyone knows about it. It's like a basic starter plan for historical fiction. So yes, A Book Thief follows this lovely girl Leslie, who is given to a foster home, and she there finds her new family, builds new relationships, and setting is of World War II, and Hitler again is doing his shitty job. So you get to read about it, and the family bonds, like, they're amazing. That is what makes you cry at the end, in between, whenever you wish like crying, because tears have a mind of their own. The last book that I'm going to talk about in this list is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Such an iconic book that is. We follow this reclusive old actress called Evelyn Hugo, named Evelyn Hugo, who wants her story to be written down and hires a writer for it. And we get to know about this whole roller coaster kind of a life she's had, with equal parts of happy moments and equal parts sad and emotional moments. So yes, that also got me crying by the end, not anywhere in between. So those were the few books that got me sobbing and crying while reading them. And there, in fact, are many more, because I have no criteria for crying. I can cry on happy moments. I even cried, like, this is out of context, but I cried watching an Olympic athlete win gold, and he wasn't even from my country. So you see, I cry at every moment. So yes, those were some devastating cries, and if I have any, I'll make a video for happy tears also, but I have none right now. Thank you all for watching, and please do consider subscribing to my channel if you like my videos, and meet you next time.